I'm reading the book of Psalms, and in Psalms, I think it's Solomon, don't quote me. Solomon asks God to deliver him. And I feel like, what if that's the indoctrination when it comes to the Bible? Because I know that Christianity is kind of like a Western civilization thing, I think. Don't quote me on any of this. This is just how my brain understands the information. So I speak in it to my best of my ability. But when I think about like the Amazonians or the people who live in the African tribes or different Indian tribes that are not here in America, how they don't really know Christ and that religion wasn't brought to them. And but I do believe that God is real. I do believe that Jesus Christ is real. And of course, Jesus Christ existed, but I do believe that he is a savior. And, but reading this, I know that Reverend Ike Turner talked about this before, the really popular Reverend on social media. He's a Gemini. He talked about this, like people think that God is outside of them. And as I'm reading this, it just dawned upon me, like I heard this concept before, but I never like realized it. Like, what if that's the point of the indoctrination when it came to like using spirituality or religion to like trick people into thinking that they don't have power within themselves. Kind of like when I talked about like the whole president example, like how they put cameras in front of a president and to like sign these documents, and it has the illusion that there's only one person in power when it's really takes a whole village, and that people can make a difference, and that it doesn't have to be red versus blue. So it's an illusion. And then I feel like as I'm reading this now, it just dawned upon me that what if like the indoctrination was to like give the illusion that God is outside of people and that people don't have the power to change their circumstances or to deliver themselves. And I think a lot of the time that people who grow up in these religions, and I've been, I guess, brought up in these religions, is thinking that begging God for deliverance, but and that it's outside of oneself when in one actually has the power to change their circumstances. I don't know if that makes sense, but that just like came to my mind. So I'm gonna leave the message there. But what do you think? Let me know. I really want to know. Yes, keep being great.